Hi, Mrs. Tigert here. First off, I want to check in and say thank you to all those students who turned in their size of the problem packet this last go around. I was so excited to see the work that you did. If you didn't turn in your size of the problem packet, that's okay. You could always turn it in next round, and even if you haven't finished the whole thing, that's fine too. You can always just turn in what you have. I just love seeing the hard work that you guys are doing at home, and I love to see the thought process. Also too, if you've just talked through the problems or the packet with your family, you can always just write me a little note or send a text message to say that you talked through all of them, but you don't have a written copy on the packet. And that is fine too. The more feedback that I can get, the better, because then I can better help you. So this last Monday, I handed out a new social emotional packet that also deals with size of the problem and our reaction sizes and different things that we do that can either make the problem worse or it can help make it better. So the packet looks something like this. The first page tells you to get some kind of colored crayon or marker. Green and red is preferred. If something is green, that would help make the problem better, meaning that it would help solve the problem or de-escalate the problem. Red would be if it makes the problem worse and escalates the problem. So maybe your reaction could turn a very small problem into a medium-sized problem. Whereas if you have a green reaction, that would be really helpful and it might help solve the problem. So I wanted to go through these with you. I made this little nifty sign with red and green. So I'm going to ask the question and then I'm going to ask you to say the answer and then I'll hold up what I think. And for some of them, it might be a little bit tricky. Actually, I think that that's the case for this first one right here at the top corner that says to ignore. So I want you to think about that. Do you think that that's red or green? If you ignore the problem, would that help make the problem better to solve the problem, or would it make it worse? Well, I am going to say that this one is actually one of the trickier ones because it could make the problem worse if you're just ignoring it and not solving the problem. Like, for example, if you left the bathtub on and forgot to turn off the water and you ignored that problem, that could make it a lot worse. However, if somebody is tapping a pencil next to you and it's just kind of bugging you and you've asked them to stop, if you can ignore the problem a little bit longer, it might help solve the problem. So that one could go both ways. The next one right here says to get help. Now, would that make the problem better or worse? That would make the problem better. Thumbs up if you got that right. The next one is stay mad. So what do you think? Is that green? Would that make the problem better to stay mad or red? Red. Good job. If you stay mad, the problem won't get solved and you will stay mad. And again, you won't be able to be a problem solver to work through that. And this says curse. That means to say bad words. I think you could probably tell from my reaction. Yeah, that would for sure be red. We don't want to say bad words or say hurtful things to people because that will only make things worse. Next on our list, we have make a mean face. Yeah, you're right. That'll only make the problem worse. Have you tried rolling your eyes at your parents? Like, oh, parents don't like that. Teachers don't like that. Kids don't like that because it's disrespectful and it makes the problem worse. Take deep breaths. Green. Yep, we talk about belly breathing at school. We talk about smelling a bowl of soup and then blowing on it to cool it down. We can also talk about blowing bubbles. That's another strategy. Hold up your pretend, dip your pretend bubble, and then blow it. Getting a nice deep breath definitely helps to solve problems because it helps get your lid back on so you can be in your upstairs brain. Hug yourself. I want you to try that right now. Oh. A big, strong hug definitely helps to make the problem better and again, help to get you in your upstairs brain. Walk away. What do you think? Well, I think that this could be both a way to solve a problem. If you have a disagreement with a friend and you're feeling really frustrated, sometimes it's best to just walk away from the problem and then try to come back later when both of you are more calm and have had some more time to think about it. But if you were talking through something with an adult and you just walked away from them, that would be scary for the adult because remember, they're there to help you through things, and walking away from an adult would only make the problem worse. What about this one? Hit someone? Well, as much as you might want to hit a brother or sister when they take a toy, it does not solve the problem, especially at school, since school is a very safe place. So that would be red because we want to keep our hands to ourselves and only have healthy touch with peers. Spit. Yeah, that would definitely make a problem worse. Great job. Yell for help. What do you think? Yeah, green. If you are out on the playground and you need some help, you could yell for help. But if you were inside the classroom and you just started yelling for help, that could make the problem worse. So this kind of depends, again, on the environment. If you're out in a wide open space and you need help from far away, then yelling for help could help solve the problem and make it better by getting an adult help. But anytime you're inside, it doesn't even matter if it is a big problem, you don't want to yell because that'll make everyone's energy go up and it'll make people go into their upstairs brain where their lid is flipped because they might be nervous or scared or also mad that you're yelling. Pinch. I agree. That would be red. Ask a friend. What do you think? Thumbs up for green. Asking a friend for help or a family member or a brother or sister is a great way to help solve a problem. Throw something. Guessed it. Red. Yeah, we don't want to throw anything. That again, usually we would be in our upstairs brain. We're so angry we feel like we need to throw something. We need to do some belly breaths to get our lid back on so that we can be in our upstairs thinking brain. Rip up your work. Definitely red. Yeah, even if we make a mistake, which we do in school, anytime we're learning, we make mistakes. And it's such a small problem. That's why pencils have erasers. So we can take a break. If we've messed up so bad that we want a new page, we could also calmly ask our teacher and explain why. But ripping up our work doesn't help solve the problem in any way. Okay, second to the bottom row, refuse to talk. Did you say red also? Yeah, if you don't want to talk, that's okay. You can always tell a teacher or an adult, I just need a minute to calm down. I need a minute to think. I need some time alone. That's fine. That actually is a great strategy from going from our downstairs brain to our upstairs brain so that we can get in our thinking mind. Quiet time alone in a corner, maybe reading a book as a distraction or just taking some belly breaths is a great way to calm ourselves down so that then we can be ready to talk about the problem and solve through it. But if we just refuse to talk and don't voice what we need, that's only going to make the problem worse. So remember when we talk about our thought bubbles, Nobody can see your thought bubble. They can't tell what you're thinking, so they need you to use your words so that you can explain what that problem is, so that they can either help or give you the time that you need to solve your own problem. Try another way. Green. Yeah, sometimes we just have to try things a second time. I made a recipe last week that did not turn out very well, and I was a little bit bummed because I spent a lot of time and effort making it, but I decided a couple of different things that I'm going to do to make it again next time, and that was a great way to solve that problem. Give up trying. Definitely red. Kootenai Pirates, we never give up. We always work hard. And again, sometimes you do need to take a break away from something because you've put forth so much effort and you're feeling really like you've worked so hard and you just need a break. And breaks are absolutely okay. They're actually great and expected. So you can always take a break, but we always keep trying. And if it's still really hard, we can always ask for help. Push someone. Red, definitely. Keep our hands to ourselves and just have healthy contact. Try again. Green, good job. Move on to the next problem. I'm so curious to see. Yeah, sometimes we just need to move on to the next. Sorry, I'm getting a call from Mrs. Knowles. Sometimes we just need to move on to the next problem because that one we're not quite ready to solve. Maybe we need some more time to think about it, or maybe we need some time to calm down. But that's okay to just move on to the next one and skip that for a little bit. Sometimes when we come back to a problem after a little while and we've had some time to think about it, then we can approach it with a fresh mind. We have our upstairs brain that's really working and we can solve that problem. Okay, 2 more. Not do your work. Definitely not. We always want to try our best. We want to do our work. If we don't do it, then the teacher doesn't know what you might need help with. Your parents don't know what you need help with. Again, we always have to try our best, and it's okay if we need help. And last one. Go to a safe or calm place. Green. I hope that you said green. Some of you have safe places in your classroom that you've talked with your teacher about, so you know exactly where you can go. A safe, quiet place in your home might be your bedroom where you can snuggle up under a blanket. Maybe it's to go outside and sit under a tree and get some fresh air. We all have safe and calming places, and if you don't, then make sure to talk with your parents about a place that could be calm and safe, where maybe if you're getting worked up and you start to flip your lid, that your parents could remind you of that calm down place where you can go and just have a couple minutes to relax, chill out for a minute, get your upstairs brain back to working so you can process through those problems and solve them. Well, it was awesome going through that. I hope you colored yours in, and I look forward to next time. Bye-bye.